Yo, welcome back guys to another episode of the GTL week 3. Sorry this is a little late. I ended up falling asleep because my smoke alarms have been going off. And I swear to God if they go off during this video I'm gonna scream. But it just randomly has been going off. And I got like no sleep last night. So I like just woke up from my nap that I took right after I got home from finals. At about like 6 and then I had dinner and all that. So it's like 8:30 now and I'm recording this. I meant to have had it up by like 6, but obviously, you know, shit happens. But we are here for GTL week 3 against Darth. So yeah, I'm gonna go over the team that we used. So first up we have TEAmz, our Togekiss with Dazzling Gleam, Nasty Plot, Roost, and Air Slash. I figured his team was decently weak to Togekiss Dual Stab, so I figured, you know, I didn't really need a lot of speed either because his team was extremely slow, and I have a lot of other mons that were fast enough to take it on. Next up we got UBO2 BUT, our Pheromosa with TEAmz because this team has a huge fighting weakness. The 362 speed was able to outspeed Azelf. I didn't really want to worry about Scarf Azelf just because I figured I had other things for it. And this is also mainly because TEAmz really breaks a lot of his bulkier mons on his team in general. Next up we got T-Excadrill, Air Balloon, Mold Breaker Excadrill, mainly just as a way to get Stealth Rocks up no matter what against any possible magic bouncers. Actually, what's this? Yeah, this is the Mega Sableye team. Just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I was looking at the right team on the docks, or B, that I wasn't just stupid in building. But I remembered he had Mega Sableye, so I figured I could get free rocks and toxic as well on it. And yeah, as you can see here, it seems fairly slow. Stupidly forgot about the Weavile when I was building his speed. So that was something I was very stupid on. I should have hit 384 with Pheromosa, which actually would have meant that I would have needed to run a plus speed nature. So I should have been running, hold on, this is the spread that I should have been running. But you know, I wasn't. Instead, I was running Adamant with 36 special attack and 220 speed. Because I only prepped for base 115. I forgot about Weavile in building. So there's my stupidity right there. I also forgot about it on Coco as well. Because I prepped Coco for Superior. I forget what I prepped this for, if I'm being honest. But I know it was like some base 115 one. And actually, now I think about it, I don't think he had Azelf. But I know he had something as base 115. And I prepped this for it. Not Coco. So maybe it's like Raikou or something. But again, I forget right now. But anyway, we got TX yeah, the Air Balloon. The Air Balloon was mainly for Gliscor. Because I had forgot to take that off. And I mean, I guess I couldn't have put leftovers anyway because I had it on Togekiss, but I guess I could probably put like a Lumbarian Togekiss so that way I didn't get toxic against Gliscor. But I meant to put on leftovers, just thing on this, or even just some like Focus Sash because I didn't need Air Balloon because I had HP Ice on this, but I figured at the same time it was very minuscule damage and I had a lot of other mons. I had Pheromosa, I had Blastoise, I had Tapu Koko, so I had a lot of other options. But yeah, so that was T-Excadrill spread. We got Turtonator, our White Herb Shell Smasher with Flamethrower, Draco, Shell Smash, Focus Blast. Mainly, it had almost immaculate coverage against his entire team. Speed was to outspeed. Shit, I forget what mon I spread kept this for. It would have been. It would have reached 3. It would have reached 358. So it would have spent time with Coco. So yeah, this is for the Superior. Okay. So yeah, next we got Blastoise, our Mega Blastoise. I did the move penalty this week, and Pheromosa had IVs and move, as usual. But I went with Ice Beam, Water Pulse, Dark Pulse. I hit everything I needed because again, forgot about the Weavile in building, and also I forgot about Porygon too with this. So Blastoise is really poorly prepped. Same as Pheromosa, and also Tapu Koko, our Tapu Koko, with Life Orb. With HP Ice, Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Volt Switch, because I figured that if Gliscor was in, I'm just going to kill it off with HP Ice. Everything else, I can Volt Switch on. And the HP was that way, mainly for Life Orb damage, just that way then I could maximize my Life Orb hits, and also so that way then I could still keep the same bulk I needed, and to outspeed the same mons. So to be fair, this shouldn't have been there, and yeah, I should have went like, hold on, I still need to take some out. I should have went with 216 speed, 40 in my HP. Actually, I would have probably, if I'm being honest, I probably would have went 289 and then put 8 into Spadef Because again, life orb numbers. I learned that trick from C.MeaX. Shoutouts to him. But yeah, so let's get into the match though. I think I played somewhat okay for what I had. Though to be fair, like I also built really poorly. So he leads off with his Mega Sableye. I figured that I'd lead off with Coco because Coco had a perfect matchup against his team. Anything he wanted to bring in was fine against. So I go for Dazzling Gleam. Figured if he switches in Gliscor, I could just go for HP Ice, kill this thing off. And I figured, you know, I could just go for HP Ice here. No biggie. He brings in the Teaspoon, aka his Porygon 2. And it tanks that pretty well. So I figured, okay, he's definitely a Svidef Porygon 2. I go for Volt Switch, and I do in fact see, yeah, I definitely want to take this thing on 1v1 too well. So I go into Turtonator, because I figured I could set up on this fairly easily. And I could just sort of clean house from here. At the very least, put in a lot of work. But then I remembered that Weavile beats me. And I'm like, oh shit, that's going to be a problem. So he also goes for Thunder Wave. So it's like my speed is practically nullified, but I still outspeed him. And it's like I'm still getting off extremely high hits against him. So it wasn't a big deal. And at this point, I just kill off with Flamethrower. So I believe I just went for Flamethrower. Oh yeah, I was paralyzed, so I don't even remember what I went for, but I'm pretty sure it's Flamethrower. And here I decided I'd just stay in, go for Draco, because I'm going to do a lot of damage. I'm sort of just sacking at this point, because I'm paralyzed. I'm not going to be able to set up again. I'm really low. So I figured I was just going to go for Draco and just hit as hard as I could. So then I go into Tiaga-Kiss. I figured I could just fire off a Dazzling Gleam here. Only really Arcanine could switch in on it, and he brought in Arcanine. But the crit, so I know that he was probably a more offensive spread, especially with how much he was doing with Iron Head. But mainly just because of how well he took the Dazzling Gleam, even with the crit. So I figured I'd just go for another Air Slash. Well, actually, no, I went for Roost here because I wanted to try and keep myself up as high as possible and also avoid any potential crits or getting revenge off from things such as Weavile later in the game. Or if he brought in Porygon 2, I figured I could just Roost up and then... Actually, not really for Porygon 2. It was more so for, like, if he was faster Gliscor and I was trying to stay in just to kill it off. But I wanted to make sure that I was in at least a somewhat safe position for whatever mon he brought in next. Especially because if I was really low, Superior could have picked me off and then just started sweeping a team. So, didn't want to have to deal with that. He brings in the Weavile as predicted. I go into Blastoise, Mega Blastoise, and tank the Icicle Crash. And then I believe I just go for Water Pulse here. No, I go for Ice Beam. Okay. So, I mean, to be fair, that's probably a safe play because he didn't really have a switch in. And Mega Sableye goes down to the Water Pulse that I revenged off with it. I could have probably just went for Ice Beam, but it's fine. I can do a lot on the switch, but I definitely can't stay in a 1v1 that. So I go into Tiaga-Kiss. He's definitely going to kill me off this next hit. So I figured that I'm just going to sack at this point. Well, I thought he was going to definitely kill me off. So I just go for Air Slash Trigger just in case if I somehow lived. It wasn't worth preserving at this point because Mega Sableye was dead, and that's the main reason I had this. So he's now at +4, and I figured, okay, I'm kind of terrified of this thing because it definitely does a lot. So I bring in UBO2 Beauty, and I also figured at this point rocks weren't really that vital, but that ends up being proven a mistake. But I definitely should have went for Ice Beam there. There was nothing he really wanted to switch in besides Weavile, and even then I could have switched in Mega Blastoise on Weavile, but it's actually kind of fine. I mean, it didn't really make too much of a difference. But I figured I believe I just went for Ice Beam here again because I figured he didn't really have much switch-ins to it. In fact, he really didn't have any switch-ins to it, and if he stayed in, he definitely would have taken a lot. So at this point, he doubles into Weavile as I believe I go into Tapu Koko. Yep, I go into Tapu Koko, and I figured at this point, oh boy, and he sets up. So I'm like, fucking great. But luckily, he set up, I guess. At the same time, it was luckily, but at the same time, not really. But I had to sack there. I at least got him down to his Sash. Tapu Koko was able to make a set within. Gliscor is also pretty revengeable. And also, I have UBO2 Beauty to outspeed Superior. He flinches me, though, however. And that definitely makes this a lot harder, as I could have probably revenged... I could have probably just killed off the rest of his team right here. Because I could have sacked off Pheromosa. Though, to be fair, I guess it's sort of the same battle. Just differently. Because I definitely would have had to switch on the Superior. But it's fine. I believe... Oh, wait, no, yeah, I almost lost the match right here. So he brings in the Gliscor here. I go for Fighting Z. And I mean, actually, no, this wasn't where I almost lost the match. Where I almost lost the match was in a couple turns from now. But I go for Ice Beam here. Figured I could just kill off the Gliscor. I'm at +1 attack. And I think to myself, okay, so I'm probably going to do more damage with Ice Beam than I am with U-Turn. Instead of being, you know, because I'm at +1 attack. And in addition to that, I have much more attack investment and it's stab. So it's like, why didn't I go for U-turn? I just went for Ice Beam. But I figured, you know, that's on me. But yeah, so I clicked Ice Beam. Luckily, we didn't die because Superior would have easily beaten Drill 1v1, and that would have been game. But yeah, that is game though. GG to Darthdroid. We ended up taking his Porygon 2 for our Turtonator because I figured the Turtonator doesn't really do much in the rest of our matchups, and I get pick off some Mons. It makes it so when the Mons I'm planning on picking up later on aren't as useless. But yeah, that's gonna be it though for this week. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below. Check us out next week when we fight up against Legna K in the GTL. So we're currently 3-0, and yeah, we're actually tied for top seed right now. So actually, no, I think we actually are top seed right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.